Another example of a vector is force. Force is measured in newtons. We were using velocity before, now we're moving on to force. So let's have a look at the question. 2 bulldozers are used to tow the trailer for a large transportable house. They are connected to the trailer at one point by chains of equal length, and the angle between the chains is 40 degrees. Each bulldozer pulls with a force of 12,000 newtons. Find the magnitude of the force on the trailer. So it's always good when we have a question to draw a diagram. It's always the first step that I give to any student, is draw a diagram, just so we can see what we have, to visualize it. So we have the house being towed by 2 massive bulldozers. So we've got a bulldozer pulling out here with force, and we've got another one pulling out here with force. So that's force 1, force 2, or bulldozer 1, bulldozer 2, up to you. And the angle we have in here is 40 degrees. So that's what we have. That's what the information given to us is. So we've got force 1 and force 2. So what we have is force 1 plus force 2. So we've got force 1, force 2. So our resulting vector is here. That's force 1 plus force 2. Now, if the 40 degrees here, we've moved the vector F2 up, that gives us an angle here of 20 degrees. Now, these are equal in magnitude, okay, the 12,000 newtons. So that means it's an isosceles triangle, so that means that one has to be 20 degrees as well. And what we end up with is a triangle, an isosceles triangle, that looks like this. 20 degree angle there, 20 degree angle there. That's 12,000. 12,000. And what we can do to help us find down here x, well, if I draw a line, if we cut an isosceles triangle in half, we're left with 2 right-angled triangles. So, a right-angled triangle, and we've got an angle on a side. We can now use just basic trigonometry to solve it. So we're left with a little triangle. That's 12,000 here. 20 degrees. And our unknown, that'll be half of x, because we've cut it in half. So that's our opposite. So we've got adjacent and hypotenuse, that's cos. So we're left with cos 20 equals adjacent, which is half x over 12,000. So now we move up to 12,000. So we've got 12,000 cos 20 equals a half x. Now I'm going to just write it around the other way. But I'm going to get rid of dividing by 2 because that's a half. And I'm going to times by 2 because it's the inverse. So x equals 24,000 cos 20. So x equals 22,550. 22,550 newtons. Now that's an approximation of the actual force on the house that's being moved, or the trailer that's being moved. Okay, so you can see what we did. We started off by drawing our diagram here, then we went on, we drew it just with the vectors F1 plus F2. We drew our resulting triangle, and we can see that was an isosceles triangle. And then using our laws of geometry, we bisected the isosceles triangle, used our basic trig rules, and went on to solve it. Alright.